Hello guys, Alina with you directly from Barcelona, and today we have amazing guest, artist and entrepreneur, Tia!
Thank you for having me. What an honor. If I don't take a chance now, I never will. This is the moment.
I think that my one, she was flying to Spain, to Australia, to US, but somehow she she lost me on the way.
I changed my LinkedIn location to Barcelona.
Okay.
And a company reached out and hired me and gave me a work visa.
Okay, so Tia, tell us a little bit more about yourself, like the base, let's say. You are from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, I like Chicago. Okay, so, and you moved to Barcelona?
I moved to Barcelona almost 10 years ago. So I've been through everything and anything within those past 10 years here.
Everything and anything, exactly. Like me, 10 years.
Like you.
Yes, because I moved 10 years, exactly. 9 in with something.
Same.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here, we're still alive. Okay, so 10 years ago, Tia in Chicago. Who you were?
10 years ago, I was hustling, grinding, working my tail off. Working a commission-only sales job.
Oh, okay.
So knocking on doors and selling radio spots. Can you imagine?
Wow, it's like in this, you know, the guy who was searching for happiness?
What?
This film where he was
with Will Smith?
Exactly.
Totally.
A little bit like that,
I
no?
grew the thickest skin. You get rejected on a daily basis. There were some days that I was so scared, I couldn't even pay for my own gas to get to my different client meetings. So yeah, it makes you develop very tough skin and face rejection, and it was a way for me to get into the music industry. I think that's why I started selling radio spots, which...
Because your dream was to be on the radio, actually.
Exactly. So I was hiding.
But actually, girl, you were kind of going there from the real far away door.
Absolutely. And it allowed me to understand how the business works in the music industry through this role.
Wow, it's interesting. But girl, now when you say this, I was like, okay, radio spots in Chicago, and now we're sitting here in Barcelona.
Playing music,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. When this moment when you decide I will move out from US, because it's not like you move to another city, you move to another continent, to totally another culture, everything.
Different language.
What was the decision moment?
A lot of stuff went on in my personal life where I decided, okay, this is not the right place for me. I was staying there for certain reasons, and those reasons were no longer good reasons. And so I knew Spain was such a beautiful, special place for me because I visited in university for a year.
Okay, that was my question. Why exactly Spain?
Correct.
You know, where they making decision point?
I stayed for 1 year, my junior year of college. So I turned 21 when I was in Sevilla.
Sevilla is so sweetest place to kind of connect to Spain.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
So beautiful. And I say this all the time, Alina, because I think it represents one of the reasons I moved here. The moment I stepped off the plane in Spain, I thought I had this feeling. I was supposed to be born here.
Oh,
it's crazy. I know it doesn't sound real.
You know, it's amazing that you say this because, you know, we believe in Ukraine that, you know, there are these birds that are flying and here is the kids. You know this concept?
Stork.
Yes, exactly. So she is flying, she loses the kid, and that's how we have the kids, you know? So that's the story that we say to the kids not to say.
Someone picked me up.
Yes. So you know what I always say to like my friends? I think that my one, she was flying to Spain, to Australia, to US, but somehow she lost me on the way. Yes, it was not correct place to lose me there.
You get it.
Yes, I totally get that.
It's such a beautiful life here. I mean, I thought I'd come, a couple years, try it out.
Yeah.
Here I am, 10 years later.
Okay, so you understand that it will be Spain. And what was the point, how you moved actually? What papers you made, what visa you decided to make?
So as I mentioned, I tried everything. And at that time, the easiest way to get here was through a student visa. So I quit my job because I didn't have any connections here. I knew no one.
Wow, but it's really risky, huh?
So risky. And I said, okay, fine, I'll sign up as a student. I'll pay a little bit of money and get started. And then within 2 weeks of starting, I changed my LinkedIn location to Barcelona. And a company reached out and hired me and gave me a work visa.
Wow, girl! That's so good.
I was
So
lucky.
guys, you see the rest story
possible.
like this, because I know that a lot of people say, no, it's impossible, no. And I always say the first step, just change your location in LinkedIn. You never know.
idea.
You never know what it will bring you. And sometimes I say you can change it even before you moved.
Such a good idea.
Because you can do. Why
can.
not? Why not?
Absolutely. That's such a good trick.
And what's the company about?
So the company I was hired at, they were opening an American market.
Okay.
So they needed an American to be able to have those relationships, do
Perfect.
all of the
And you,
calls
after
here.
your career baggage
Exactly.
with radios and everything, you know how to
I
kind
had
of
the
provide
experience.
it.
So they
Exactly.
were able to prove, they interviewed 50, you know more about this than I do, 50 candidates that were here in Europe.
And you were the best.
And I
for
was
that.
the only one that they could hire for that role.
Perfect. So how long in this company?
So 2.5 years.
Okay.
And my visa was tied to my
To this
job
company.
there.
Yeah.
So pros and cons of that,
Yeah.
but I decided I'm going to start my own company. So I had to find another way to get a visa.
Okay.
So I did Pareja for a little bit.
For
a little bit.
Okay.
And then I found another way. Blah, blah, blah. Not that interesting.
No.
We
But
pretend
no. But anyway, let's say the truth, because sometimes I know that kind of people don't know all the roads. So that's what I want to show, because actually the road can be bumpy.
Absolutely.
And it can be like that. And it's not the way like this and go up. It's kind of like that, but it all depends how you ended up, you know?
Exactly. And I learned so much about the bureaucracy system here in Spain, how to work with different lawyers. And there was a lot of headaches and a lot of things that I needed to learn in another language.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I wish I had someone there guiding me through that. So for better or for worse, I had quite a few different types of visas, but now I have permanent residency.
Exactly.
After 5 years.
After 5 years, yeah. But tell us a little bit more about like this change from company to your company.
Sure.
Because I know that now people, they're hearing you and they're like, wow, but girl, it sounds like a fantasy. You just came as a student, after this you find a work, after this you open a company. You know, so we want some harsh moments.
It wasn't that easy.
Okay. We want some harsh moments.
All right,
please.
let's go. I cried a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of learning, a lot of educating myself. At the end of the day, it was about that personal introspection that happened within me. And I said, what am I doing? I'm hustling and I'm working again.
Exactly.
That's actually not what I want to do.
Exactly.
I'm a hard worker, but I have dreams. I'm a musician.
Exactly.
I'm an artist. I want to be more in line with that life that I always imagined for myself.
Dream life. You were
Dream
searching
life.
your dream life.
We need to live our dream lives.
Exactly.
And because of things that happened and people that I lost along the way, I said, this is my only chance.
Exactly.
This is it. If I don't take a chance now, I never will. This is the moment.
Yeah.
So I decided I'm going to go for my dream. And after so many years of hiding behind this corporate mask,
Exactly.
or this hard worker mask in a company, or as a company myself in marketing and branding, whatever, I said, I'm going for my music career.
Okay. Can you say that Spain helped you with that? What do you think about like Spain, Barcelona with artistic stuff and music stuff? I know that it's city that kind of give you this push. If it were your push or city push or altogether push, how you felt about the culture itself? Is
Such
it
a good
you
question. Yeah, I think here, especially for artists, there's an incredible community here. And I always say it's like being a big fish in a small pond, as opposed to a small fish in a big pond in these big cities around the world. So if you know that's what you want to do, Barcelona is an incredible city. Spain's an amazing country for it. And I was able to find my people and create a community and a support network with those people.
Girl, you're famous. She's everywhere, by the way, because she's so modest, but she's kind of everywhere, guys. So believe me. But it's really interesting that you decide to take one risk to move here,
Definitely.
And after this, another risk, the company, no?
Yes.
What is about the languages?
Oof.
Did you feel like it's not helping, or it was easy, or how you deal with
I
that?
just looked at it as a beautiful challenge, and I knew that speaking Spanish would open up my world of possibilities and open my network. Even if I don't speak perfectly, at least I can advocate for myself.
Exactly.
And that was really important for me. I knew that no one was going to do it for me.
Yeah.
So I learned the language. I took classes. I had my notebook where I would write down words and make
one of the
sure to
first
remember
words
them.
that you study.
Maybe a phrase. How about this? Llueve oh my gosh, a cátaros.
Exactly.
It's like it's raining cats and dogs. Like that makes no sense.
Exactly.
But those are things that I want to understand so that I can throw them in here and there and be like, I'm serious about being here. I want to make my dream life here, and I want the person on the other end of that conversation to know I'm serious.
Exactly. Because actually, I feel really that for local people it's really important, because a lot of people, they kind of, why they're pushing, why they want to speak their languages. But sorry, because it's
absolutely
their language, it's kind of logical. No, they will not push you to speak, I don't know, Georgian. You know, it's kind of logical.
Exactly.
No? It's the base.
It's the base.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, though, if there's some times where I don't know the word in Spanish, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't get nervous about it anymore. I just kind of say, no es mi lengua materna. Perdona. Like, it's not my native language.
Yeah.
Please have some patience with me. And then people are a little bit more
Girl, but you are so smiley and so like positive. I think they are kind of, just talk to me in any language.
I love you. That's so nice. That's so nice.
And okay, taxes. Tell me about taxes, girl.
I was just like sending audios with my tax advisor right now. Oh my gosh. I had to go through, again, a huge learning process, big learning curve. Where do I pay my taxes? Is it in the US? Is it in Spain?
Exactly.
What do I claim here? Bank account. So I have found a great network of people that help me understand those things and simplify it for me.
Okay.
So I get it now.
Exactly, yeah, because it's all about education, no? Sometimes people
100%.
say it's complicated. I say everything is complicated what we don't understand.
Totally.
We just need to study to make it more transparent, friendly for us.
Absolutely.
And just find the professional, and that's it.
And finding somebody who can only provide you with that information that you need. I feel like sometimes people like brain dump. And I'm like, I only need to know those 3 bullet points actually. Make it simple for me and tell me what I need to do. So I found my people.
Yes,
you need to find your people.
Because how you say it now, I understand that it's a little bit anti-Spanish way, because actually they like to provide all information.
Completely.
Like last call with my history, it was 2 hours and a half.
Oh my gosh. No.
It was really intense. It was interesting anyway. I was like kind of into that. But I mean, you know, can it be 15 minutes the main base?
Absolutely.
You know?
And learning up front is great, and that's okay if it takes a few hours. But moving forward, just make sure you're up to speed on the latest local laws, or maybe there's some great ayudas or helps that you can get from your gestor. So telling them what you need from them is so important, so that they know how to communicate with you.
Exactly. And you said a lot about community. I know that you find your people, as you said, like you build your community. But how you feel? It's community of expats, or it's community of local people, or it's US people? Just what does connection work with you?
Anything and everything. I think one of the really important things was to learn the language so that I can have those local connections. And that's important for somebody who's so far away from their own family and friends. So I think I have a great mix of people that are from all over Spain. And that opens my world so much.
So good.
But I also have a great deal of friends that are from all over the world, and that energizes me so much. And we've created our own family here.
Exactly. And about family, how's your family there, by the way?
Great, yeah.
How you feel this like long distance relationship? You know, a lot of people, they're kind of stressed. I want to move, but I don't want to be really far from my family, from my friends. Anyway, it's not the past, let's not say like that. It's still present because they are with us, no? But how you deal with this?
I went to a lot of therapy. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps because I had a really hard time with that at first, because I wasn't running away from my family. That was the last thing I was running away from, though I understand some people need that space too. And I respect everybody's decision for making such a big life move, but it's like this guilt that I was facing, you know, like, and I know that a lot of people in our positions feel that way. So I dealt with that guilt a lot. I'm missing a lot of important moments. I am not there for my grandma's 97th birthday last week. That was hard. So I mean, I really do have goosebumps because they're so important to me, but at the end of the day, they all respect and have come to peace with that. I've found a place that brings me such joy and peace.
Exactly.
So that helps me maintain relationships with them in a more authentic way.
Of course, because it's kind of the deal, no? We kind of paid this price for this
Absolutely.
amount of happiness, but on the way, it's kind of, here is like more, here is less.
Absolutely.
So we need to deal with this less and kind of feel it like a little bit artificially, I'm not there,
Totally.
but can I call you for 1 hour?
You got it.
Yeah.
And I think another thing back to taxes and budgeting that's important is I realize these are not cheap trips every year to go home.
Exactly.
How do I budget for them to make sure I have something to look forward to in the back of my head?
Exactly.
So that I see those people that mean so much to me.
Exactly.
So I think it's really important for someone to know that it is possible to go home and visit, but you have to prioritize it.
Exactly. It's like life is a business project, because when you have
Totally.
the company,
Well said.
when
Yeah.
you have the company, you have this budgeting, you have these goals, you have this quarter plan, no? So actually in the life, it's kind of the same, no?
Absolutely.
If you have this, my goal priority, one time I saw my family, one time we have vacation, I don't know, so the plan.
Exactly. And having that done, I think just gives you more peace in your day-to-day life.
Exactly.
I was stressed out when I didn't know that I should treat it like a business.
Yes.
You know?
I don't know, me the same.
Yeah.
When I kind of change my perspective to that, I'm like, wow. It can be like this because you
Yes.
always kind of prioritize it. This is serious and this is just my life.
Completely.
It will do by no. It will not
Compartmentalizing.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's key for survival and key for happiness.
Exactly.
It is.
By the way, key for survival. How you arrange with the Spanish food?
How do I what?
Spanish food.
What do I like it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I know it's kind of really different from US food.
Absolutely.
Really different. So
Yeah.
how you feel like maybe something you don't like, something you like, wow, I'm a fan of it. How you feel about
I
it?
love the access to fresh, local vegetables and fruits.
Yes.
That
That's
to me
just amazing.
is amazing. And it's just a much cleaner diet than I was used to growing up in the US. Things were full of additives, naughty. Like that's the word I use. Naughty
food.
Naughty food.
Okay, naughty food.
Naughty food. Every once in a while it's okay.
Yeah,
but here, I saw you posted something about 100 euros
Yeah.
on all that delicious grocery.
Yeah.
That the grocery run you did. I'm like, that's all top quality food
Exactly.
for under 100 euros.
Yeah, it's like
You can eat so well for so little.
Yeah, exactly. The food have like really good quality.
Really good and good prices. But the thing that I try not to do as much is like the croquetas or like the patatas bravas, which I love.
Yeah. I know.
Only once in a
I
while.
begin to limit myself with that because
Yeah.
I have the experiment just to try patatas bravas in every place where I go.
I love that.
Just to compare them. And I was kind of make my rating about, but after
That's
this I like
market research.
No, Alina.
Yeah.
I was like,
You're doing it for
market
others.
research. Exactly. I'm just taking care of my community.
Absolutely.
But in one moment I'm like, Alina, let's stop this, please. Can you compare the apples?
Love that. Okay.
Okay, so you have your dream life, you go to music, you go to artistic stuff, and what you can say to kind of Tia like 10 years ago, like for example, she was like, okay, I will go to Spain, but maybe something will be different, I will not be ready for that. What it will be different, maybe I will not adjust, let's say, to that.
Absolutely. This is a piece of advice my dad gave me when I was 22, is just be yourself. I was so nervous that I wouldn't fit in, that I didn't speak perfectly, but if you believe in yourself and you know that you have a personality or something to give back to the world,
Exactly.
just believe in yourself.
Exactly.
I promise. And just be yourself. That's what I wanted to say.
Exactly.
Just believe in yourself
Yes.
and just be yourself.
Yeah.
Key.
But when you say just, that's a trick. It's not just, you know what I mean?
You're
I
right.
mean, I actually, I heard one podcast a couple of days ago, and I like how he said, like, just do it is the most incredible fake in the world because it's so hard. Just do it. Actually, do it, and that's it.
Do it.
As you can, as how
You're
you can.
so right.
So it's like, I know that be yourself. It's really important, but exactly. Just be yourself. Be yourself.
Be
Just
yourself.
naturally. Just go with that. And
and I think authenticity is so valued here.
Yes.
At least I value it.
Yeah.
And I think I keep a lot of people around me that value it.
Exactly.
So I think that helped me kind of step into, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I will not be disrespectful to your culture, but I still want to maintain
my culture,
my
values.
and exactly. And then one piece of it, or I'm sorry, and then what was the other question?
The difference between Spain and US, and the advice about the difference, how to handle them.
One thing I will say too is put your phone down. When you are out and about with people, it's amazing the connections you can create.
That's true.
When you are truly present. And I think coming from the US, we're all about technology on your phone, capture this, capture that. That will never work for me here. It never worked for me. I think I've been able to create this beautiful life because of the connections that I've made without technology.
And I like actually how you say about authenticity, because I really feel that it's helped me a lot too, because here I am who I am always.
Yes, you are.
So I don't need really, if you, I don't know, if you wake me in 3 a.m., I will be the same Alina. I will say the same, in the same tone, the same thing, you know? So, I mean, actually it's a little bit about Spain too, because I traveled a lot. And I know that some countries, they're kind of more like, show me only your work side.
Exactly.
Or show me only this, your side, or only this side of you is valuable.
Absolutely.
You know? And here I feel like they're asking me some questions that like nobody asked me before. Like, it's not about what is your favorite color, you know? It's something like about some like.
Although that's a great question.
Yeah. By the way, what is your favorite color?
Green.
Okay, that's
always.
That's why she's in green today.
Didn't even notice.
Okay. So anyway, you know, I mean, like some questions about authenticity, even how what she told me, when you go hiking, they always say hi to you, you know, like they see you, they value you, even if they pass by, you know, even if, for example, I go to hospital, you know, when you need to sit in the chair and wait for the doctor, you always sit, and everybody when enters, they always say, hola.
Yes, eye contact.
It's so sweet. It's like, okay, I'm kind of here, but I'm not alone.
Yes,
you know,
Alina.
these small details, they're so kind of,
those make it so worth it.
Exactly.
You know?
Okay, so now, for example, we have now Sarah. She's watching our channel now. She's watching our interview. She's from US.
Amazing.
She's thinking to move to Spain. You know, she's kind of in the beginning of the road. You know, where you have been 10 years ago. From your perspective, after all these 10 years, you work in the company, you built your company, you find yourself. You built your dream life. Give her some advices, you know, what will help her to kind of achieve her dream life.
That's a great question. First of all, Sarah, if you're already getting this far, it means you're pretty serious about this decision, which is probably scary and really exciting. One thing that really helped me, and it sounds quite archaic, is to sit down and make a pros and cons list.
Exactly.
That's what I did.
Totally.
And it was so obvious which choice I needed to make. And after some introspection and some aha moments, I said, let's just go for it. The worst that could happen is you move home.
Exactly.
Who cares? You
always
tried
can return.
Always.
And always will have the stories to tell about how it was, what you got, who you met.
And don't feel like you're failing if you need to go back home for whatever reason. But I think if, as I mentioned, you got this far, it might be worth taking a risk.
And what about taking the risk if Sarah not only want to move, she want to move and open her business?
Love it.
In
Call
Spain.
me, I'll help you. I've been there a million times. And so has Alina. Like, you can find people, whether they're paid professionals or friends. You can join Facebook groups, whatever it is, to help, you know, provide you with guidance and motivation to get started. And it's way easier now than it was 10 years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Way easier.
I always try to transmit it because, you know, it's kind of really, it's really kind of hard to give the size of this untouchable stuff, you know, because it's like, it's easier, it's harder because you cannot measure.
Right.
But actually now it's really easier.
There's more visa options. There's more technology. There's more professionals that are working across cultures and across continents to help people like you move here. So
exactly. That's why I built actually Dream Life.
Exactly.
To create this help, to provide this help, and to make all the steps transparent, easier, hassle-free.
Exactly.
You know, because I felt that before, like 5 years ago, when I moved 10 years ago, it was like, you know, some lawyer somewhere were making some papers. You don't know what is going on. You just wait for the call.
Of
you know,
course.
it was kind of mafia dark stuff. You know, it was
Yes.
like, what I'm waiting for. Will I get it? What is going on there? You know, I had this feeling.
Absolutely.
So now I want to kind of know. It's have to be transparent. It's have to be totally open.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is project. This is it's just another project.
Keep it
It's
simple.
another art project. We
Yes.
just make it, you know, step by step. This visa, this document, this price, this period of
Perfect.
time. This period of
Yeah.
time. Because sometimes when you don't know time, you have this like, you know, unknownness, and you begin kind of to be really scary.
Absolutely.
Oof.
Put some time on it.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was explaining to my friends what you do. And in one phrase, I said, you are the bridge to making dreams happen. You
Yeah, exactly.
are the person between Sarah and her new life in
Exactly.
Spain.
Exactly.
You are a bridge.
Exactly, between dream and dream life. Exactly. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, guys. So we wanna one last thing from Tia. Okay, she came to our channel. She shared her story. She moved from US. She worked. She opened her company. She's really happy here. But we wanna one small thing, girl. Tell us if something that you think, wow, I hate Spain for that. we want something like juicy juice.
Okay, juicy juice. Oh my gosh.
Because we know you like everything, you have your dream life, but you know some like that at least we will know and everybody will know and we will be prepared.
Oh my God, that's such a good question. I mean, obviously there are things that I don't love. Finding a flat.
Ooh, exactly. Wow.
Finding a flat.
That's a struggle. That's true. That's true.
I've also been through a lot of different places and situations where you got to educate yourself and you got to know what your rights are. But having, you know, access to people who are already here who can help facilitate that, I wish I had that.
Exactly. That's why actually in all my packages I have finding the flat.
No,
and a lot of people they
really?
say no, you just arrange the documents, I will arrange the flat. I say please.
Good
Don't
luck,
think that
honey.
it will be easy because it's the hardest part.
That's
It's just
what's
the
getting
hardest
harder.
part. Exactly. That's
Visa's
what's
getting easier.
Exactly.
Housing's getting harder.
Yes, that's true. And one stuff that you really love.
One what?
One stuff that you really love about Spain, that you really like.
One spot. Ooh, love it. Okay.
One spot, one stuff. Like Sarah say, okay, one thing that you say, Spain, whatever it's happened, but this make me be
Great
always in
tennis
love.
courts.
Okay.
Great tennis courts here.
Okay.
You got to pay for them. I hate that.
Yeah.
But they're very
That's
well
true.
kept.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, they're everywhere. No,
you play
paddle and
tennis?
tennis. I paddle.
Let's play.
Yeah.
I would love to play.
Okay.
Paddle and tennis is so fun. The culture around athletics and sports
Exactly.
and going with your friends is...
And a lot of people, they don't know it because, you know, they associate the Spain with the
Right.
football, no? But actually we know Nadal and
So true.
everyone. That's why,
Yes.
because tennis here is everywhere.
Everywhere.
And it's so like affordable and so accessible. Like here in Manju, you can have a couple of spots, you know? It's like
You're
5
so
minutes
close.
from my home, you know? It's
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's probably one of the things that I'm just trying to find, like, my tennis club,
Mm-hmm.
my dermatologist, my acupuncturist, like creating this document of like,
Exactly.
these are my go-tos. And then
Exactly.
it makes you feel like you're more at home.
Exactly, yeah. Because I always say that you kind of build your micro world.
Totally.
You know, and you always can actually arrange because you know your values. So for each what you need, you just find the specialist or friend or support, and you have your micro world in any
love
part
that.
of the world, actually, because you just can build it by yourself. No?
Well, if anyone's done it, it's you.
What?
You inspire me to do that. You really do, because
yeah.
I see you already have that.
Yeah. I'm into that process actually. I don't have actually all the dots because you know they're changing and I'm changing. You know that's interesting too. You know because before like 1 year ago this was kind of good and now I'm thinking no I wanna this differently or I wanna this in another form and it's interesting. You know because actually this micro world is so like you know
That's
alive.
the magic
It's
of
alive.
life though. If you
It's
had it
alive.
all figured out,
Yeah.
you would get bored. So
Exactly.
you have to tweak stuff all the time.
Exactly.
So
and we are not a tree. We can move.
we can move.
Exactly.
Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Tia, for this interview. Thank you guys for watching us. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my Instagram. And guys, if you want to create your dream life, please contact Alina today. See you in the next video.
Go live your dream life.
Bye.